South Queensland's most popular car and driver of any category is Kalenga farmer Victor Bray and his 57 Chev. Farmer Vic's 57 Chevy has terrorised Australian drag strips for over a decade. Starting with the car we see here, a 15-second four-door, Victor added nitrous and ran a best of 11.23 seconds through the mufflers and on street rubber. The blown small block was added. Then a new two-door was built, and the small block was soon replaced by a 500-inch twin-plug, twin-mag Keith Black. Aiming for the double B gas record in a class dominated by lightweight, small block-powered cars, Victor was determined to prove that you can get a 3,820-pound monster down the strip in class-competitive times. He's worked hard and come a long way since the days we see here. At Calder in November 1990, Victor proved his point and ran an under-the-record 8.11 at 163 miles an hour. Victor is a battler, and although his three kids are still mad at him for selling the video to buy parts, the kids and wife Marie are 100% behind his efforts.
My name is Marie Bray, Benjamin Bray, and this is Billy Joe Bray, and their older sister was too shy to sit here at the moment. And it started out as a hobby, but I think now it's more of a job because you've got to be so dedicated. There's a lot more time and effort involved in the maintenance of the motor and everything. And it's just great to get out to the drags when it's all going and just hope it goes good all the time and doesn't break things.
I love my dad because he's got a Keith Black and he always wins his races against Cusso, one of his friends. And he does big burnouts.
Yeah, I know a lot about the motor and everything, but you know, I'm just happy to be on the sideline and help sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm Victor Bray, owner driver of this 1957 Chev Wild Bunch car. It's based on a Holden panel van chassis. Built it, me and my mates built it here in the shed, out here on my farm, and my wife. And it's nothing fancy, but it does what we want it to do. So far it's done all the right things at the track, most of the right things at the track. We've had to modify some of the original equipment on it and put a bit more caster in the front end, change the camber and that a little bit in it. And the rear end we built ourselves, had a bit of trouble with it in the first place, but eventually it seemed to come up okay. But that's about what we got here. And over here we got the engine. The car's 3,630 pound, but that doesn't worry this baby too much. It's a 500 cubic inch Keith Black aluminium Hemi. The heads are manufactured by a local drag racer in Los Angeles by the name of Brad Anderson. They're completely milled heads out of solid billet. The supercharger is a 1471 Mooningham unit. The heads have dual spark plugs in them, which is fired by these two magnetos. The magnetos are set at identical timings. Has a compression ratio of about 10.5 to 1. Camshaft with about 700 there lift in it. It has 2.5 inch exhaust pipes on it. The horsepower of the engine is depending on the climate on the day, the humidity, the temperature. On a good day they should produce around the 1,500 to 1,600 horsepower mark. We're still experimenting with some fuel systems at the moment. We haven't quite got it to that stage, but we're trying our best. Piss off, dog. Here's the clutch we use. It's a centrifugal clutch. It's called a Cryoglide. It has 3 plates, and it's based on the centrifugal weights. Like as the more clutch you want to put in the car, the more weight you hang off the centrifugal fingers, and it applies the clutch quicker on the run. You would obviously want to run the clutch as tight as you could, thus meaning that the car would be projected down the track and hook the engine to the rear end at the fastest possible speed, but sometimes the track and tyres don't allow for that, and you've got to adjust the clutch back a bit and let the clutch slide and reduce some of the horsepower out of the engine, and then release the horsepower again up at high speeds on the run. That's the reason for using the Cryoglide clutches. The gearbox is a 4-speed Lenco. We use it in the 4-speed configuration, which gives us an extremely low first gear around the 3.9 mark, and then the power's then transmitted through the tail shaft, a normal type tail shaft with unis into the rear end, which is a 488 rear end ratio onto 33.5 by 17 inch slips.